friends, Krista here. Thanks so much for stopping by Books and Jams. Today is day 24 of Vlogmas. It is Christmas Eve, and I am cozied up in my jammies, ready, sadly, to end the Christmas book exchange. This is week 4 of the Christmas book exchange, and I have books here from Sarah and Amanda and Lindsay, and we have been having so much fun this month opening 2 books each week from each other. So if you have missed weeks 1, 2, or 3, they will be linked down below, and please go check out Sarah, Amanda, and Lindsay's channels. They will also be linked down below so that you can see what we've been gifting each other this month. It has been a highlight of my year to find books for them, and a highlight of my month to open their books to me. Many of you have been watching this series from the beginning, so you know there was kind of a mail debacle with Lindsay's box, and so she, out of the kindness of her heart, reordered stuff from me from Amazon. So I have one left in this box, and then this package from Lindsay as well. So I am going to go ahead and open 2 books each from Sarah, Amanda, and Lindsay. Each of them have put little... Well, Sarah and Amanda, Lindsay's got lost in the mail, but they have these little cards that go on them that have a little clue about the books. So I'm going to start with Amanda's books today. And her clue for book number 7 says, cults. Enough said. Whoa! It is enough said. I like a good book about a cult. What is so interesting about cult books? I don't know, but they are interesting. I know Chantel Reads All Day also loves a good cult book. Let's see. Ooh. Under the Banner of Heaven by John Krakauer. What is this? A nonfiction. He wrote Into the Wild and Into Thin Air. On July 24th, 1984, a woman and her infant daughter were murdered by 2 brothers who believed they were ordered to kill by God. The roots of their crime lie deep in the history of an American religion practiced by millions. What? Have you guys read this before? I'm so curious. That is going to be really interesting. Okay, so thank you, Amanda. Very cool. And then let's do one from each. Let's break it up this time. So book number 7 from Sarah, I love her ho 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 mustache and wrapping paper, says a woman's world is turned upside down and causes her to reevaluate her entire life. This one is a hardcover. What could it be? Let's see. Oh, I have had this on my wish list or my want to read shelf on Goodreads for a long time. I've almost brought it home from the library a few times too. More Than Words by Jill Santopolo. I remember so many people on Instagram loving this when it first came out. Nina has always known who she's supposed to be, but is that who she truly is? Nina has always been a good daughter, raised by her father, owner of New York City's glamorous Gregory Hotels. Nina was taught that family, reputation, and legacy are what matter most. And Tim, her devoted boyfriend and best friend since childhood, feels the same. But when Nina's father dies, he leaves behind a secret that shocks Nina to her core. As her world falls apart, Nina begins to see the men in her life, her father, her boyfriend, and unexpectedly, her boss, Raphael, in a new light. Soon, Nina finds herself caught between the world she loves and a passion that could upend everything. Bum, bum, bum. This is a heartbreaking and romantic novel about grief, loss, love, and self-discovery. Very cool. I just know that this had received a lot of praise when it first came out. And then let's do the last one in this box that Lindsay sent. There was a few in here, so this box is familiar to many of you. I'm going to let you see it first. Can I get it out? Here it is. Upside down. Oh, cool. Historical fiction. I'm just going to take that off my head. It keeps falling off. The Paris Seamstress by Natasha Lester. I think she also wrote The Paris Orphan. Ah, I have it right here. The Paris Orphan. Look, they match. That's awesome. I'm not going to try to get that back in there. But this one is obviously a historical fiction. I'm assuming World War II. For readers of Lilac Girls and the Nightingale, loved both of those, comes an unforgettable World War II novel that spans generations, crosses oceans, and proves just how much two young women are willing to sacrifice for love and family. And so there's a present day and a 1940 timeline. I am in. That sounds fantastic. So let's do 3 piles here. Let's go back to Amanda. Last one. We're on book 8. The last one from Amanda says, if you worked for the royal family. I don't. If you worked for the royal family. Let's see. If you worked for the royal family. I wonder if this is the middle grade. It feels a little smaller. She loves wrapping paper. It just goes on and on and on. Oh, the royal nanny. Like if I, literally me, worked for the, because that's my job. That's funny. The Royal Nanny is a Gem by Karen Harper. The Royal Nanny. I've never heard of that. That's awesome. April 1897, a young nanny arrives at Sandringham, ancestral estate of the Duke and Duchess of York. She's excited, exhausted, and about to meet royalty. So begins the unforgettable story of Charlotte Bill, who would care for a generation of royals as their parents never could. Neither Charlotte, Lala, as her charges dub her, nor anyone else can predict that eldest sons, David and Bertie, will each one day become king. Lala knows only that these children and the 4 who would swiftly follow need her steadfast loyalty and unconditional affection. But the greatest impact on Charlotte's life is made by a mere bud on the family tree, a misunderstood soul who will one day be known as the Lost Prince. Young Prince John needs all of Lala's love, the kind of love his parents won't or can't show him. Aw. That sounds really good. I am into the royal family, especially because of The Crown, which I'm not finished with watching, but oh, I'm really excited. Okay, Sarah's last book is also a big hardcover. It's kind of chunky monkey. This says early 1900s. These guys know I love me some historical fiction. Early 1900s, woman teaching Latin in the UK. Woman teaching Latin. I don't know. What could it be? I almost ripped the dust jacket. Krista, be careful. The Summer Before the War by Helen Simonson. She also wrote Major Pettigrew's Last Stand. That's a fun cover. Yeah, so this takes place in Essex in 1914. And it is the end of England's brief Edwardian summer, and everyone agrees that the weather has never been so beautiful. Hugh Grange, down from his medical studies, is visiting his Aunt Agatha, who lives with her husband in the small, idyllic coast town of Rye. Agatha's husband works in the Foreign Office, and she is certain he will ensure that the recent saber rattling over the Balkans won't come to anything. Saber rattling. Interesting way of describing war. And Agatha has more immediate concerns. She has just risked her carefully built reputation by pushing for the appointment of a woman to replace the Latin master. When Beatrice Nash arrives with one trunk and several large crates of books, it is clear she is significantly more free-thinking and attractive than anyone believes a Latin teacher should be. For her part, mourning the death of her beloved father who has left her penniless, Beatrice simply wants to be left alone to pursue her teaching and writing. But just as Beatrice comes alive to the beauty of the Sussex landscape and the colorful characters who populate Rye, the perfect summer is about to end. For despite Agatha's reassurances, the unimaginable is coming. Soon the limits of progress and the old ways will be tested as this small Sussex town and as its inhabitants go to war. Oh, fun. That sounds really good too. And I like that it's about World War I and not World War II, so a little something different there. And the final book from Lindsay, the final book of this set of book exchanges for the year is Shadow Baby. Whoa. By Allison McGee. Shadow Baby, suspenseful and moving. I've never heard of this one. 11-year-old Clara Winter, she prefers the lowercase and she has her reasons, is struggling to find the truth about her missing father and twin sister, but her mother refuses to reveal any information. When Clara begins interviewing her elderly neighbor, George Kaminsky for a school assignment, she finds that he is equally reticent about his own concealed history. Precocious and imaginative, Clara invents Mr. Kaminsky's history, just as she invents lives for the people missing from her own shadowy past. In this remarkable story of family and friendship, the unlikely pair of Clara and Mr. Kaminsky embarks on a journey that leads them to discover what matters most in life and to find the scattered pieces of themselves. That sounds really good. I love a story with like cross-generational friendships, and that's what this is going to be, 11-year-old Clara and her elderly Mr. Kaminsky neighbor. So that sounds really good. I'm so excited. I love it. I have, again, not heard of most of these books. Here's my stack of books for the day. From Amanda, I have The Royal Nanny and Under the Banner of Heaven. From Lindsay, I have Shadow Baby and The Paris Seamstress. And then from Sarah, I have More Than Words and The Summer Before the War. Yay! So exciting! So exciting. So please don't forget to go to all three of the other ladies' channels and check out their books that they're going to be unwrapping today. And I just pray and hope that you have a wonderful Christmas time today and tomorrow as you celebrate with your family or whatever it is that you're doing. I hope that you have rest and are able to celebrate as we rejoice, for me, in the birth of Jesus, which obviously didn't happen on December 25th. This is just when we celebrate it. But as you celebrate with your family and friends, I hope that you are filled with joy and hope and excitement and rest for the next couple days. And I just have one more Vlogmas video for you tomorrow, and that is going to be it. And that is it for today. I really appreciate you watching, and I will talk to you in another video soon. Bye.